Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts.
It's week 9 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Kansas City. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to let it go again. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Stafford, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cleveland needs some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Throwing Jones. This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. His first catch. Good for 9 and a first down. Up the middle they go with Drake. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Jones now. Gonna throw on third and goal. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now here comes Kansas City. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But for this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. DJ Waddle got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10. Jones throwing to start the drive. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Drake. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jones throw taken in here by Patrick. Touchdown, Chicago! Tim Patrick, 30 yards. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, he sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They snap it to Stafford. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Stafford on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And it's a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Here's Jones. The final shot before break. Pass incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll do a nice job here just to the line of scrimmage. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
22!
On first down, Stafford here. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Now Stafford. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to get this up to midfield. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the 50, Stafford. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. DJ Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Slot man moves right. Play action. Stafford. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They go play action here on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at Soldier Field, working with a 2nd and 4. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. KC's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 29, Stafford throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
32, 32, 53,
the slot man in motion right. On first down at Stafford. And going deep for Hill.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. 63 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. Eckler is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Right back to Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So Matthew Stafford in the offense, down 21-14, just over a minute 40 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Stafford connecting with Hill, and he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Stafford now to throw. He's got Eckler, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now it's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And this will be a first down as well, but the clock continues to move. One last throw here for Stafford. This to possibly force OT. And this is caught. Oh, my, it was up for grabs. Now no time on the clock, and an extra point will send us to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied at 21. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Here's Stafford. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Drive going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And they've just now been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off.